All right, welcome back. One of the watches I've worked for over a year and a half, actually I worked it longer than that on multiple partners, was what they call the DUI watch, which is normally, or we call this DUI watch. It was 6 at night till 2 in the morning. And obviously the biggest influx of drunk drivers, usually bigger influx about 11 o'clock on when people start getting enough drinking and they want to leave. And of course, when bars close. So I'm working with a partner, a big guy, and from a previous story that was afraid of spiders. Look up that one, okay? Why don't you look up all these stories so you can enjoy yourself. These are pretty good. And we see a van going down the street, and he's obviously, he's lane straddling. He's another DUI, okay? When we started doing this a lot, we'd book 2 or 3 every night, okay? Very busy. And again, I don't say I don't like DUIs, but in the sense of I don't like arresting them. I do like arresting them because these people are killing people, man. They're killing themselves. Most of the time, they don't kill themselves. They're so loose. You ever see these accidents and stuff on TV? They kill people, and here the DUI guy's out of his car with a Band-Aid on his head, and they're taking him to jail. Why? Because he's drunk and he's loose. So they kill people all the time. So I enjoyed taking them to jail. I didn't relish it, but I enjoyed it because I felt every time I took one of these guys off the street, or a woman, once in a while, saved a life, hopefully. Okay, and it feels good to do that. So anyway, I see the van going down the street. Okay, so I'm the driver, my partner's the contact officer. So we light him up and pull him over. We walk up to the van. And vans are very dangerous anyway to walk up to. It's nighttime. Got to be careful. You just have our hands on our guns because you don't know. We've had stories and episodes where back of vans, doors open up and there's criminals with guns and all that bad things happen. But so we walk up, and it's nighttime, so it's dark. And I said, "Sir, you know why we stopped you?" And there's a Caucasian gentleman throwing out F-bombs, okay? Why you have to stop me for F-ing pigs? And I said, and as he's yelling at me, I smell the alcohol in his breath. So I look over at my partner, I go like that, because we had signals, and so I can see him reach up, and he opens the door, and does it loud on purpose to distract him. So the guy's yelling at me, and he looks over at my partner, and of course, now at that time, I've got the door open, and so my partner jumps in, and we grab his arms, and he's screaming, and we're gonna drag him out. Well, as we're coming out the driver's side, he's struggling. He felt like he's really heavy. I mean, really like unbalanced heavy. Okay, it's like, whoa. I mean, it's like, it feels like weird. So as we get him out, realize he doesn't have any legs. Okay, and that's why he's top heavy, because he's got all muscle and everything. So he's struggling on the ground. We put him on the ground, and we're like looking like an accident happening. We're doing this, and it's like we can't believe what we're seeing. It's like, what? It's a first for me. And so he's screaming, and we're cuffing him, and then we're holding him down. And I look up at my partner, and he goes, "Well, what are we gonna do? Because we're cuffing him, but he can go like this with his cuffs." So I said, "Give me another pair of cuffs." So we cuffed the handcuffs to his belt. Okay, so he couldn't do anything with it. And of course, the whole time he's screaming, "I'm handicapped. I got no legs." And we're going, "Yeah, we know you that. We know. We can see you got no legs." Okay, stop it. Shut up. So I look up at the van, and now we can see, because the doors are open and the police lights and stuff are in there, we can see he's got hand controls that we couldn't see. I guess it's for gasoline and putting stuff in dry, whatever. Anyway, so brakes and gas, I presume. I don't know. I don't never driven a handicapped van. So, okay, so we're like, oh man. So they're okay, fine. So we call for a tow truck, because this is a valuable vehicle now, because it is a handicapped vehicle, and we don't want that to leave it in the street. We have an option of leaving it in the street, parked legally, or taking it. We don't like to take it because they charge him. But the thing is, if we don't take this and it gets stolen, it's even though he's an arrestee, it's his property, and it's an expensive piece of equipment to equip these things this way. So we had it impounded, so it's on its way. So we're sitting there, we put him in the back seat, and my partner is the contact. He's going to write the report. So I'm standing outside, and I go, "Hey," well, he goes, "What are we going to do?" And he looks at me, "What do you mean, what are we going to do?" I said, "Well, you haven't given him the finger to nose test. You haven't given him the walk the line test. You haven't given him the put the head back test." He goes, "F you." I said, "Well, you're not giving me the tests. This is not going to hold up in court." He goes, "Get out of here." So we get in the car. Of course, we're kind of giggling about that. It's not funny that he's handicapped, but we're giggling because I'm giving him questions about he can't get the guy field sobriety exam because he doesn't have any ability to do it. Okay, so we go to the station. You have to meet a sergeant. Other stories. You have to have a sergeant has to look at him, make sure we didn't beat him up or throw him off a cliff or whatever. So we go in, very tenured supervisor. "Hey, we got a DUI." "Oh, okay." So we've been doing this a lot. Every night we have DUI. So he pretty much knows the drill. So he gets up. "Anything unusual?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "What?" "Didn't have any legs." He goes, "What? You got to be kidding me." I go, "No." So we go in there, and he looks he goes, See, so he leans in to talk to the guy because he wants to get a feel of what the guy looks like. Of course, he's bloodshot eyes. He's blowing fumes. I mean, he's obnoxious and all that. He goes, "Oh yeah." He says, "Let me know what's going on." I said, "Well, what do we do? How do we do this? What if he doesn't want to blow the machine? How do we take urine? What if he doesn't want?" And he says, "Hey, just because he doesn't have any legs doesn't change anything. You give him the same testing. You give him the opportunity. If he doesn't do it, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter." Okay, so then we're standing there, and then a couple other officers come up and they go, "What do you got?" And my partner, "Oh, he's got no legs." "Oh, you guys are cold, man. It's cutting. You only take all these jokes come out. You're only taking half a person. You get credit for half an arrest. You know, how'd you give him the field sobriety exam? You guys are chicken ass for doing that. You know, who are you gonna arrest next? A blind person for driving? All these things are coming at us, and we're like, yeah, okay, fine, it's funny. And then the supervisor turns around, "Hey, you guys," he goes, "if you arrested half as many guys as these guys have arrested, you'd be way ahead of the game. So just shut your mouth and go inside and go inside and don't do nothing." Boy, they put their heads down and off they went, and we're kind of like, "Well, that felt pretty good." So then he goes, "You just do your job, you guys. You did a good job, and go just another guy. You just saving some more lives." Okay. And of course, he yelled at us the whole time, and there was another incident. We took him in there, and he wound up blowing a really high number, and he agreed to blow and all that stuff. So you never know what you're going to get. That's a first for me. A lot of firsts for me as a young officer at the time. I think I only had like 2.5, 3 years on, but that was an interesting one to say the least. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.